Surprise live with my
How do
beautiful sister.
you
My beautiful sister
Sorry.
Alicia. You can't see our faces
Hi.
because we did our whole facials and all the things. So you just
Mhm.
get the hands. You
Yes,
get
the hands.
So I'm gonna wait a few minutes just to see if anyone is
Yeah.
not doing any magic. Alicia and I just did some magic, and that video
Mhm.
hopefully will upload tonight. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. We will definitely announce from now on when we're going live. This was kind of like a spur of
Yeah.
the moment. We were going to do the whole thing in the
Mhm.
video, but we're like, let's see if somebody's on, if anybody's
Yeah.
awake. I mean, it's full moon energy. I feel like if you're not relaxing in a
I
bath.
people typically. Yeah.
Ooh, I
Well,
see
for
one
me, it
person.
is. Oh, who's here? Who's here? You're like, what is going on? What's
Right?
happening? 3 people.
Oh, Megan, I haven't seen you forever. How are you? Are you doing anything fun for the full moon? Oh, that makes me so happy. That's Meg B. She
Hi,
was one of
Meg
the
B.
she was one of the first people who talked to me on here. I miss you too.
Aw.
Oh my goodness. This is my sister Alicia
See?
over here. We
Hi.
just
Hello.
It has been too long, girl, too long. Alicia and I just did a video together doing
Mhm.
a self-love charm bag, and we did a self-love candle together, and then we were like, oh, let's do some divination, see if anybody's up. She says hi, Alicia.
Hi.
um so Meg, if you're into it, if you would like a reading, we both have different decks.
Mhm.
I have an Astro Tarot, I have Woman in Myth, Queen Moon Oracle, and then I have this one, Witch Sisters.
Ooh, I have the Woodland Wardens, Dark Magic, and I also have the Women of Myth that Sassy gifted me and I just got and I've been playing around with.
I love that.
I'm about to burn my stuff down.
No, don't do
So
that.
anointed with some candle wax over here.
So the candle that we did together, I'll show you real quick. Mine is like down to nothing, but it burned mad crazy. And then my
Here's
charm is
mine.
over there. Meg, what deck?
There's
Or
my
would
book.
you like to be
Yeah.
surprised? Yes. So the Witch Sister Tarot, I like it, but I know a lot of people didn't like the imagery on it, but I love the messages. The messages are beautiful. I know that they depicted witches really like, I don't want to say ugly, but the way they depicted witches, I know a lot of people didn't like it, but the messages are just so beautiful. So I really enjoy this deck.
Yeah, you were showing it to me to the other day. I liked the pictures. I think it was interesting that it wasn't all just like beautiful women. It was just a little more,
Yeah,
you
it's a
know,
little bit
a little
more
something.
realistic.
Yeah.
She said
Yeah.
surprise her. So do you want to do the first one
Ooh.
and I'll do the second, or
Sure.
I
Or
let you?
why don't you go well, yeah, you know what? I'm being called to the dark magic for some reason. I don't know why. So I'm gonna
Do it
pull
up.
that for you. Megan. I just got this one too. This was the deck that was in um that June Mermaid put in the pulls for this in the Lilith box. So I saw the one that I got and I really liked it. And so
Yeah.
let's do
See,
a
she
little.
says the same thing. The guidebook, I'm telling you, the messages are really deep. I really like it.
Yeah.
Leonides, what is this? This is just some witches hanging out.
Mhm.
We're
Some
just
witches
hanging out.
doing witchy stuff.
Yeah, we're just doing some divination, some pulling some cards. We just did a little craft together, and this is what we're doing now.
Mhm.
What
So
is
I
going
do 3 shuffles if I can shuffle them. My hands are small, so sometimes I don't shuffle all of them, and then I do sometimes I just spread them out and I pick, but if I'm doing it for other people, I always do the 3 card or 3 cut, and then we'll pull from the top. So let's see. For Megan, we got Sonnet. See if you can see that. I feel like I need something over here. So we have Sonnet, and it has, it's hard to see, it has some little birds. Oh, the birds are coming out of her back. It's a little
Oh, I see that.
creepy. And yeah, express your creative heart. Let's see what that says. So this is a newer deck. We'll see how well it's resonating with me and if has the energies yet. Hmm. Hard to find these ones. Let's see. See, this one is, it was calling me to test me and see if I can actually find things in a book. Okay, here we go. Card 31, and it is 133. Express your creative heart. Your creative heart is calling out to express itself. The black birds of sonnet are symbols of your goals, dreams, and aspirations, which are ready and waiting to fly. Inside every person lives an internal critic who is watching over their shoulder as they write or paint, who blocks their ears when they sing. Hold on, I'm putting glasses on. Well, yeah. Okay, let's do this some justice. When sonnet appears, it's a sign to give yourself a chance to express your creative side, to quiet the inner voices of doubt and banish the inner critic. You may worry that no one will like what you do, that no one will care. Sonnet says the only person you need to impress is yourself. Love what you are making, love what you do, and just as like attracts like others will love it too. Sonnet says it's time to step away from the computer screen, Pinterest board, and TikTok and Instagram feeds. Find real inspiration in the world outside. Sit in a coffee shop and people watch, like people did before smartphones. Notice the movement and smiles of the humans around you and the animals with them. Imagine their stories, their concerns, their joys. Sit in a park and watch the leaves rustle and clouds bustle across the sky. Make note of ideas for songs, poetry, and stories. Take a sketchbook on a hike and capture the energy of a place with a drawing instead of a photo. Let life fuel your creative soul. Trust your vision and express it just because it feels good. The blackbird want to fly. When you make art that honors the inner you and that you truly care about, other people will care too. And then for shadow work, it asks that you create a sacred offering of art.
That's crazy.
So there
Did you
we
see
go. Yeah.
that she said that's a
What
perfect
do you think?
card for her? She's been
Oh,
taking a break
wow.
from her artwork and just started getting back into it a week ago. Wow.
Yes, I love that. Oh, I'd love to see your art. What kind of art do you do?
Oh, why
Let's
are
see.
those?
Looks so great.
That one just kind of like flew out. I didn't even get to finish asking. I just said for Megan B, it was like boop. King of
Yeah.
Pentacles is what literally just
Mhm.
shot out. King of Pentacles. The Lion King of the forest is the representation of the balance between deed and power, between strength and thoughtfulness. His throne and wisdom are as firm as earth. His stability comes from a respectful contact with the material world. Rootedness and gratitude are the foundations on which his authority is developed. His guidance reassures you of the ability to manage the more material and concrete aspects of existence. And he encourages you to use your power to expand this stability to all other areas of your life, over which you seek to develop greater control. You have the ability to transform what you touch. This implies great responsibility, but also great satisfaction. Hi, Kim. Welcome, welcome.
I can.
I feel like that kind of just went off of what she just said to you.
Yeah.
She does mixed media collage. I've seen some of her work on Instagram. It's
Oh,
beautiful.
beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful. You're very talented, Meg.
I'm so glad you're getting back to it.
Yes, I love to
Art
hear that.
feels. Mhm.
Kimberly, did you want us to do a reading for you? We have a couple of decks here and we're just hanging
Mhm.
out doing some divination after we just did a craft together. And we just want to pull some cards and have some fun.
Mhm.
Hello, Allison. Happy full
Hi,
moon, y'all.
Allison.
Happy full moon.
We have cards that we can pull for you guys if you want anything. I've got Woodland Wardens and Dark Magic.
I like that deck. I have to put that in my
Mhm.
list.
And Women of Myth.
I also have the Woman of Myth. I have Queen of the Moon Oracle, Astral Tarot, and then I really enjoy this one, the Witch Sisters.
Kimberly, do you have a deck you want, or do you want us to decide?
Oh, it's Saturday evening. I forget she's
Oh.
way across. She's not just across the pond. She's across a couple of ponds. Hello, Allison. Happy full moon.
Yes. Hello. Up to us. Okay. Hmm.
Cards. What do you have to say to Kimberly Roberts? Is there a special message for Kimberly Roberts? Ooh, this card flew out. And that card is Justice. The card
Ooh.
Justice flew out. And let's see what Justice has to say. I feel like that would be in the front. Justice. The Morrigan is one of the most compelling and complex figures in Celtic mythology. One of her many roles is to choose which warriors will die on the battlefield. She flies above with her crows and swoops down to touch those she has chosen. She and her sisters, Macha and Barba, also play a vital protective role, defending their land from invaders, wielding storms of sorcery to confuse the enemy. The Morrigan can seem vengeful. She is extremely fierce and formidable, but she is also the great mother and treats her people with a mother's care, which includes a firm, guiding hand. The divinatory meaning. When we are seeking justice, it's hard to take a bird's eye view. We become very fixed in our outlook, our version of events, but there is never just one version of the story. The Great Mother spreads open her hands. She welcomes us and with clasp us to her heart if we have the courage to go to her. The gleaming wings she wears reminds us of her crows, flying high over the battle of life. They see all, and we cannot hide from them. What this card will mean for us depends on the situation. If we have truly been wronged and suffered harm, she brings strong affirmation of an outcome we are seeking. Sometimes it is that clear. Often, however, even when we feel we are the injured party, it is worth re examining our own actions and motives and trying to see things from the other's point of view.
Mm,
That was a really
that's
good
great.
one.
Yeah. Hi,
So,
Audrey. I see you there, Audrey.
hello, Audrey. I take
I got
that.
your letter today. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, that's okay. I take that as if someone did you wrong and they were the one that was wrong, that what is meant to be is coming to them, that like you're going to get your justice. But it also says to look at your actions, that maybe, you know, maybe your motives and trying to see from
Mm-hmm.
their point of view. So it kind of depends on the situation. So I don't know if that resonates with you, but let me know if it does. Happy full moon, y'all. Taurus in the house. Was it? Oh, I'm glad. That makes me happy. I love when they resonate with everyone. I love that.
Yes, Audrey. I'm glad it made it too. I have. Oh, the funny thing is, I have your letter ready to go out, and I forgot to put it in the mailbox today. So it'll go out tomorrow, and then I'll have a second one going out to you because to address the one that you sent me. Um, Audrey, I'm gonna pull from the Women of Myth for you. Okay.
Oh, I love that, Kimberly.
Um,
That was the one I felt drawn to. I wasn't even going to let you pick. I don't know why, but I was like, I felt drawn to that one.
We're just picking for you guys tonight. Feels like that kind of a night. Did everybody get to see the moon?
In all her glory. Did anyone do anything
Mhm.
fun tonight? Any fun magic?
Okay, Audrey, what do we got? Lilith. That's interesting.
Ooh, she got the Lilith
Mhm.
card.
She got Lilith, yeah. All right, let's read. Well, we know about Lilith. We've all been studying her a little bit. Well, some of us. Let's see what this deck has to say about it.
Ooh, I love
Where is
that.
she?
We have Alabama in the house. We have Nevada in the house. We have New Zealand in the
Ooh.
house. All around the world.
Okay. So she's in the monster section, the renegade. Let me put my glasses back on. Scapegoating, defiance, and insubordination. Her story. From Jewish and ancient Mesopotamian lore, Lilith is the oft unmentioned first wife of Adam. Her wanton sexual desires eventually led her to leave Eden and birth an army of demons. Card meanings. No one can tell you what to do right now, but it's up to you to decide if that's a bad thing. Maybe you're being stubborn, obstinate, and defiant, but according to whose rules or whose definitions? Her advice. Lilith is invoking the inner rebel in you, the one who takes what they want, assert their needs, and knows their boundaries. This is about your bodily and soulful autonomy. You're not bad or wrong for not doing what everyone else says you should do. Be seduced by your own power. There she
Yes.
is.
I love that
She's a
card.
badass.
Yes.
Yes.
Megan, she does a lot of gratitude practice under the full moon, releasing rituals as well.
Mm.
Love to charge crystals and jewelry. Yes. It was funny because when I first started out, I would charge all the crystals I had, but now that's like literally insane because it would take me hours to bring them all out and in. I just do whatever ones I'm working with for the month. Um, but yes, I love that. I feel like I've been doing a lot more gratitude all the time. But this full moon, I decided
Yeah.
self-love just because of it was in Taurus. Um, but yes, I love that releasing. I love all those things. Odd says, sound good to me.
Girl. Get that Lilith power on. She's calling to you.
Oh, absolutely, Allison. I would love that. So, do you want to pick? You can pick from, I have the Witch Sister one, I have the Moon Oracle, Woman of Myth, and Astro Tarot.
Mm.
Yes, we are more powerful than we think. And I feel like they feed us all this crap because they don't want our third eyes to be open. I truly believe that if all the women,
Mhm.
that was the one I was playing with too. Um, third eyes were open, I feel like we would be so powerful. Like we already are, like you said, so powerful. But just imagine what we could do. Oh no, it's raining.
Oh, that's too bad. It's still there though.
I love that though. You still did your thing. It's okay if you don't see it.
Mhm.
Exactly. It's still there. All right.
Yeah.
So I am doing this card pull for Allison. Hold on. Let me get my thoughts in order here. What do you have to say to Allison Maxwell? What message? I don't know, but that one wants to come out. A whole bunch want to come out. Hold on. Let me redo this. This one was like sticking out. I'm just curious of what that one was. Hold on. I feel like these cards have a lot to say to you. What do you want to say to Allison Maxwell? What is the message that she needs to hear that is most important? What message, Allison?
Yes, Tracy, that's right. Gotta look within ourselves and see our beauty.
Oh, fear?
Oh,
Waning
yeah.
gibbous.
Mm.
Let's see what that means. And the imagery is beautiful, though. Hold on, let me put this up here. We have, she looks like she's in a cocoon under her dress with all the birds flying, the crows out of their
I wanna
cage.
see her. Mhm.
There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 birds. The moon, all right, number 11. Number 11. And this says, the time for courage is here. Fear is only useful if it teaches you something. You must examine whether your fears are old or new, useful or unhelpful. Fear blocks your flow. They want you to say, I am courageous. That will be your affirmation. I am courageous. If there is one thing that stops people from fulfilling their dreams or even getting things done that they want done, it is fear. Experiencing fear is built in a chemical part of the way our brain works to protect us. Emotions, such as fear, cause the production of a whole raft of body chemicals that give us the best chance of coping with situations that need our attention to survive. There's a healthy kind of fear, the kind that warns us to keep out of dangerous situations or stay clear of someone who instinctively makes us wary. However, it would be a rare person who does not have at least one fear that does not serve them. A fear that is unrealistic or untrue, or perhaps based on an outmoded experience, or something that is buried so deeply we only see the symptoms rather than the fear itself. Most fears have been formed with a positive intent of protection. We need to separate that intention out and deal with it in a more resourceful and less destructive way if we are to create ease and flow in our lives. Fear has many names. Covert ones are envy, jealousy, codependence, procrastination. That's one for me. Bullying people,
Mm.
pleasing, disconnection. More overt ones are avoidance, fear of failure, or fear of success. There is, however, a kind of antidote for fear, and it is courage. Fear will put up an initial resistance to courage, but it has no real long term power against it. While we can be fearful and courageous at the same time and think courage contains a mighty big dose of fear, we can choose to face that fear and flow through it until we fear less and then eventually become fearless. The process isn't always graceful. It isn't always impressive because it may be slow and deliberate steps we take. Taking these steps isn't always easy, as an understatement. It isn't always apparent to others. So it should be about us measuring how far we have come and not worry about what anyone else thinks. Comparison is useless. Courage is powerful, no matter what form it takes. Your companion stone or metal is aquamarine.
Mm.
Yes, smile and live life to your fullest. I hope that resonated with you. I mean, I'm
Mm.
a big self-sabotager, so every time I'm coming
Yeah.
close to succeeding at something, I will like, nope, don't wanna do it for some reason, I don't know why.
Yeah, I think we all have that's kind of the fear of the unknown sometimes too, is what's next in our if we do this thing, then what? If we
Exactly.
succeed at this thing, then what? What's next? Um, but yeah, I think we need to ask ourselves, is this fear just something that's ingrained in me because of society, because of past experiences? Does it serve me? Is this a fear of, you know, being mauled by a bear, or is this a fear of succeeding because I don't know what comes next?
Right.
There's differences there. Yeah.
I really liked that message. So this deck is
Mhm.
growing on me. All my usual decks are downstairs, but I've been trying to play with like decks I haven't really been
Mhm.
playing with, and they've been surprising me. I really like this tarot. Um, I didn't at first, but it's also grown on me.
Yeah.
But as a collective, I just want to see what comes out of this woman in myth.
Oh, yeah.
What messages do you have? Oh, thank you, Tracy. We love you too. We appreciate that.
Yeah. Love you.
So,
Yes, easier said than done for sure. Always easier to tell it than do it, right?
absolutely. Your a
We
message.
just have to keep trying.
Somebody here needs to hear a message from you. This deck doesn't work for me. I don't know why.
Hmm.
I do know why actually, because I didn't do what I said I was gonna do. I was supposed to sleep with this one under my pillow last
Oh
night and
yeah.
I didn't do it. And it knows that I
Mhm.
didn't get up and do it. It's just like, no, I have no
Yeah.
messages for you. I tried doing it earlier too, and I'm like, I might go get my other deck because I'm not
Okay,
gonna
I'm gonna
force
pull
her.
them.
I'm not
Oh,
gonna force her to work. She don't want to
this
work
one
for
just
me.
she worked for me. She wanted Athena.
Anytime, Allison, anytime. We're gonna
Mhm.
be going live together a lot more often. We actually just finished a video where we did a self-love
Mhm.
charm bag and we also anointed a self-love candle together. I should be uploading as we're talking, so hopefully that's up there. But
Mhm.
yeah, we're gonna start doing some lunar magic together and
Yeah.
working on all the different types of magic. We want to touch on all the things, not just the good things, you know.
Mhm.
And yeah, and we also have some crafty things that we're going to be doing together. So we have a lot. We have a lot
A lot
planned,
planned.
actually.
We've got
Yeah.
years of stuff planned.
Yes, exactly. For like weekly.
Yeah.
And then I always like to. This is like my decompression after I do any magic. I love to just sit and do cards. This is just like
Mhm.
what I love to do. But she's gonna read that to you guys, and I'm gonna go grab
Mhm.
a different deck.
So this is from the deck, The Women of Myth. And I love this deck. I had the book. And then Sassy and I were chatting, and I told her I had the book, and she was like, "Well, do you have the deck?" And I said, "No, I didn't even know there was one." So then she sent me the deck very sweetly, and so I got that the other day, and I've been looking through it, and it's got all kinds. It's a really good one. It has all of the different from lots of different cultures and religions and stuff. So it's really cool. So Athena. Athena is interestingly, one of the goddesses that I found out about when I was a kid because I had a book of um, Greek myths and I really loved her whole story. Strategy, cunning, wisdom. Her story. Athena is the ancient Greek goddess of wisdom, war, and strategy. Athena was greatly respected for the wise counsel she gave to gods and heroes alike. The card meaning a strategy is formed or required. Scattered thinking leads to ambiguous results. You need to trust yourself instead of soliciting too many opinions. Clarity
Mm.
is coming. Mhm. Her advice Athena asks you to be decisive and strategic. Make a plan of action and stick to it. You do not have to wait for anyone else's permission to live your life. Trust yourself. You are the master of your own domain.
I love that message.
Yeah, yeah,
And they have really pretty messages. My only wish for the deck was it was as vibrant as the book.
right. I know.
Ooh.
That's kind of telling us, that we know what to do. We just have to be good, take our time to think it out and do it because we are smart goddesses.
So literally three just came out. I love that message.
Mm.
And Athena is
Yeah.
someone that I learned about young too, because I feel like didn't we learn that like in school too, like about certain goddesses? Because
Maybe,
I remember
yeah.
learning like
Yeah.
Zeus and Athena.
Mhm.
Zeus, Athena, and I feel like there was one Apollo.
Yes.
I feel like there was a couple, but I'm like, I don't know why they taught us only a couple or what even class that was.
Yeah, I can't think of what it would be in, but I don't know. Of course, they were always talked about like Zeus and the gods more than the goddesses, but we know why.
Oh, does this not even give me? This doesn't even give me.
Which one is
Ah,
that?
this is the soul cards, but it doesn't give
Mm.
me. Are you serious? You gotta download.
No. Like it
What?
doesn't have a book in it?
Dude, it has such a thin book, but all it does is tell me what numbers they are.
Oh, no.
They were randomly numbered, but there's no. And those three came out. I need to know. I need to know what they mean. That is
What do they have names on them?
nothing.
Nothing. Pictures.
Just pictures, bro. Just pictures.
That's wild.
And this is the deck that Isis referred to me
Oh.
for
Oh yeah.
to work with.
Tracy said go
And
with your intuition.
all right. I'm just trying
If
to
you could
see.
show them and we could all see what we see in them.
So this one is in his
Mm.
mind, right? Somebody,
Mhm.
it looks like there's like a dark cloud, but also maybe entities. I feel like this is somebody with a troubled mind.
Yeah.
I guess something with like troubled mind, like um
What's in the center of the brain
confusion.
or mind?
So it's almost like a swirl like this,
Okay.
like confusion. And
Uh-huh.
then this is just like a shadowy figure with its head down. And it seems like almost like being attacked by these entities, like feeling like attacked, feeling drained, feeling confused.
Mhm.
And then this one, there's another hand coming from over here. So this one is,
It's like
I
a
feel,
profile view, it's side view.
yeah. But then there's a hand
Mm.
coming down through its throat. I don't know if you can see
Ooh.
that.
Okay, yeah, I see that now.
A hand coming down like through the throat. But I
Mhm.
feel like peaceful for some reason when I look at this guy, like somebody in
Mm.
peace, like not letting anything bother them. And I also get
Okay.
like as above, so below kind of thing
Mhm.
with it. So like confusion, but then at peace. And then this one is an angel, and I'm guessing a horse. Yeah, an angel and like a horse.
Mm. Okay, I just got a so when you are confused and things are kind of jumbled in your brain or something, know that you're being protected. You can be at peace because you're being protected by outside
Unseen
forces.
outside
Yeah,
forces.
I'm seeing. Mhm.
Oh, I like that message.
Mhm.
I do. I like that message. This is a very interesting deck. This is my first time using it.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, it needs a book.
It does, but also,
I mean, it's kind of cool though.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
interesting. I'm gonna actually
Huh.
keep these 3 aside because I wanna look at
Yeah.
those again later. I don't even know
You
what I
could
was
post
thinking when I was shuffling them.
when you get when you if you get the meanings later, you could post it in a community page so we can.
Oh, I'll post it right here in the comments.
Oh yeah, in the comments. Yeah, there you go.
I wonder if there is meanings on here because they are, like, randomly numbered, but,
Hmm.
I mean, it's hard to pick what picture is what on here. But there's no, like, there's no saying. That's okay, moving on.
Mhm.
There's, like, a DVD for this, a audio CD, a paperback, or digital? Like, just write it down!
A book. Put it in the box with the card.
Serious, I thought this was too skinny of a book to be true. But maybe I didn't get the original deck. Maybe this is like an
Yeah,
Amazon knockoff or something. I
maybe.
don't know, but I don't even see these images on here, and it's like tripping me out. Am I just blind? Um, yeah. I don't even see them on here. That's interesting. I will look at that later. I want to see what tarot says because it's like, what was that I just
Yeah.
what was that? Give me some insight to those oracle cards, please. That message was meant for you, Tracy. I want to see if tarot is.
Hmm.
Can you give some insight to Tracy in that last message? Hmm. Temperance.
Mm.
Temperance. That was the insight. I asked for more insight for Tracy because she said that was meant for her. So we got temperance. The angel of temperance carries a message of ugh,
Alchemical.
alchemical, thank you, alchemical
Mhm.
transformation. The fluid flow of water between her hands reflects the glow of the stars in the sky. The snow white feathers of her robe are protected by flaming red wings of fire. There is no distinction between what happens outside you and what happens within. Your soul is reflected in the cosmos and vice versa, which for me, that's this card right here, as a below, as above, so below, as within, so
Mhm.
without. Um, no distinction between what happens outside you and what happens within. Your soul is reflected in the cosmos and vice versa. The con- the concentric circles shining on the angel's head are like a signal for the transmission of this precious. The signals on the head, the signals on the head,
Oh
the
wow. Yeah.
waves. What? Okay. Sorry. Circles shining on the angel's head are like a signal for the transmission of this precious message. In transformation, there is recognition. In the understanding of
Mhm.
opposites, one finds a place in the world. Oh, I think that fit.
Mm.
Where's the third card?
It was the angel one, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's underneath my thing. I was like, did it disappear? That was cool. I liked that. That temperance.
Mhm.
That's why I like to do tarot sometimes on top of the oracle just to get that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And
as above, so
the
below, as within.
astrological sign, the astrological sign for temperance is Sagittarius.
What's crazy is the circles is the same thing, but it's just going a different way. These are going outwards. This is
Mhm,
going, that is, and then her wings, the wings. Yeah.
mhm.
That was a good one. All right. So that's how I think I'm going to use these. Like you guys said, use my intuition, and then I will do a tarot on top to kind of
Yeah.
confirm. Alicia, what is that massive book? Allison wants to know.
Okay, this book is, well, one of the pages just came out, but luckily it was gifted to me. This is a tarot book by Magic, and she is a friend of
That's
mine, and
beautiful.
she's in her 80s, and she's been doing tarot since she was in her 20s. And so she has this book. I think you can get it on Amazon. Um, so it's
Really?
Magic Tarot. Yeah. hmm By Magic Altman. And she has, like, I can read the one for Temperance. Let's see if I can find it again. So she's a master tarot reader. She's been doing it for a long, long time. And she used for this, she uses a specific deck that she likes to use, but it it can go with any tarot deck. Art slash temperance. Astrological sign is Sagittarius. In the art card, we we are at the last stage of the realm of earthly reality. It is time to integrate all we have learned in order to step into the final path of self-realization. To do this, we need to own our duality and recognize that the apparent opposition is in reality an interaction of complementary forces that create the illusion of separation. In the image of Thoth. Okay, the deck that she uses is it's THOTH deck. We see this clearly depicted by a figure that is half man and half woman, pouring out the opposites of fire and water from two cups and mixing them in the cauldron of transformation. Fire and water do not mix literally, as the image shows, but rather in the chemistry of their interaction. For example, for example, fire boils water and water extinguishes fire. This card is a deepening of the dance of opposites put forth in the Lovers card, where all the twin energies are still depicted as separate. We met male and female as separate, and here they are one. We met the lion and the eagle, and here their colors are reversed to demonstrate their synthesis of air, eagle, and earth, lion. This is the true meaning of alchemy, the discovery of what used to be known as the philosopher's stone. There is a phrase in Latin written around the head of the figure that basically translates as visiting the interior of the earth, we discover the philosopher's stone. Alchemy's superficial and mundane meaning has become crudely defined as the ability to make gross metal into gold. In truth, it is the synthesis of any and all opposites that combine to make something new and unique. When we can hold in our hearts and minds the opposite forces are really an illusion. We experience life as dynamic. It is an awakening that can be likened to falling in love. When we fall in love, we lose the feeling of isolation and the whole world shines brighter because of it. This card asks us to take that process into our individual selves and heal the internal battle of yin and yang, light and dark, active and passive, and to become whole. Through this healing, falling in love takes on a meta manifestation of wholeness, uniting with wholeness. We can feel the falling away of yearning and longing for the external beloved to fulfill us. And it goes on. I won't continue because it's got a lot in here.
That's a lot of info. That's really
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. It
Can you
has
hold the
so
book
then it
up one more
has
time
mhm,
so I can screenshot? I just don't want to shut.
yeah.
Thank you.
Mhm. It's by Magic Altman, A Journey of Self-Realization by Magic Altman. And she has some stories and stuff about things too, but then it has when you get this card in a reading, and then it has for relationships, career, personal growth.
Oh, it's very
Um,
detailed.
yeah. Mhm.
And that's for each card, like each major
Yeah.
arcana is in there.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Mhm.
I'm definitely going to check that out.
Yeah.
Does anybody else want one last reading before I call it a night? Only because on the East Coast it is 11:22. Anybody, even if you already had one, do you want one before we go? I might just pull from this one again. I don't know why, but I'm really just loving this deck right now. I think it's because so many people don't like it that I love it so much.
I know.
I'm just like, it's all mine.
Mhm. All right, I'm gonna pull one from the Woodland Wardens too to close out the night. You go
Towards
first.
magic. Towards sisters. Ooh.
What do we need to know?
6 of skies.
Mm.
She looks like she's yearning for something. I wonder what it says.
Mhm.
6 of skies. I don't know what it is about this tarot. I just really, really enjoy it. Those are all the major. And instead of like wands, pentacle, all that, it's trees, skies, what else is it?
That's cute. That's nice.
Waters. Trees, skies, waters. All right, 6 of skies.
Kind of like the elements.
Wow, this is a Gallic word, so literally translating
Mhm.
as ghost seer, but I'll do my best. Taibishir, meaning ghost seer, used to be a
Mhm.
vital role in rural Scottish communities, particularly in the Highlands and Islands. The ghost seer was an essential intermediary between the folk and the world of spirits. These spirits included the recent dead, the far ancestors, and the beings of the fairy realm. In this painting, I've represented the visiting spirits as moths drawn in toward the shining threads of ethereal light, as the ghost seer weaves her invocations. Divinatory meaning. Their golden glow at first barely perceivable against the dark sky. Perceptible. Let me speak. Perceptible against the dark sky strengthens as they flutter closer. She holds them in her mind's eye, not needing to raise her trembling lids to see them, and she and the radiant vibration of their song bathes her like starlight. The Six of Skies is a card of union and harmony. It brings peace and understanding. The theme of communication between the living and the spirit realm may indicate inner healing to do with our relationships with a lost loved one, or it may be that a connection with a living person, which we had thought damaged beyond repair, can be restored after all. The six may even
Mm.
throw light upon the stirrings of a gift in us, illuminating a path of development of our intuitive or psychic powers. It may simply be that our sensitivity and empathy are particularly keen edged in the present situation, enabling us to help bring understanding between those who feel like they inhabit different worlds. That is a beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful last card. And Alicia is going to
Allison,
pull a last one for the
yeah.
night.
Allison wanted me to pull one from this deck.
I really like that deck, so I'm glad
Yeah.
that you are doing that one.
Mhm. Well,
Hi, Lynn. I'm sorry we did a surprise live, but we're ending shortly. Alicia is going to do the last card for us to end the night, but this will be on replay if you want to watch all the readings and also to see what we did before this. What happened? Oh, there she is.
I'm here. Sorry. Okay. So, Allison, you got cocoon. Hope you can see it. And she's kind of curled up in a cocoon. Can you guys?
Yeah, for some reason you're lower.
Cocoon. Consider your source. Consider. Where are my glasses? That's all right. I'll get through it. Oh, they're in my head. Such an old lady thing to do. Such an old lady thing to do. Oh, I'm getting there. We may have led one. And consider your source. Sisters who deeply resonates with you in this moment. Our physical lineage bears weight in our journey. It's baggage that we unpack when needed, or that sometimes weighs us down. Life is not a straight line, but circles like the rings of a tree. We grow a new ring every year that tells our story and shares our strengths. Learn from you and your ancestors' mistakes. Learn from you and your ancestors' mistakes. Learn from their joys and success too. As you honor your own journey of growth, allow yourselves to cocoon and withdraw, secure in the knowledge that you will ultimately emerge different for the better. Give yourself permission to move into the dark. You don't have to keep up with anyone or anything in this moment. Just be still, but be disciplined in your stillness. Choose an ancestor, either your direct. We're all connected somewhere in the threads of our communal DNA. Consider the lesson of their life and where it resonates with you. How will you share this lesson when you emerge from your cocoon of contemplation? Like the new butterfly spreads its wings and shares its beauty and movement, how will you share yours, anchored in the tangible gift of your lineage? Shadow work. The dark can sometimes be aligned with depression and entrapment. but in this ritual, you will find it soothing and restorative. Draw a bath and add patchouli oils. If you don't have these as oils, burn incense of one or combination of these. If you don't have a bath, lie in a warm, dark place wrapped in a soft blankets. Place an eye mask or a dark piece of cloth over your eyes. Feel safe and peaceful. If any disturbing thoughts flow through your mind, picture them like leaves blowing in a breeze, scattering away from you. Breathe deeply and allow yourself to return to the sense of being cocooned that you had inside your mother's womb before you were born into this world. Consider all the love and potential that resides in your ancestry, in your DNA. Rest in this place of divine contemplation. Be restored and healed of any doubt and fear. Life is an extraordinary adventure. It's always okay to step back and take a break to regroup, to reconnect with the wonderful gift of life, light and shadow. When you feel ready, emerge from your cocoon and write any thoughts or revelations in your notebook.
That was a beautiful message.
That was a beautiful message.
And I feel again like
And
it
I
kind
feel
of played
again
off
like
this
it kind
one.
of played off this one. Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I can hear
I don't know why
myself
I can hear
talk.
myself talk. What's that?
I don't know. Ever since
I
you
don't know. Ever
glitched
since you
out, now I
glitched
can hear
out,
myself
now
talk.
I can hear myself talk. Oh no. Well, I guess that means it's the end, right?
I had so much fun with
I
you
had so much
tonight.
fun with you tonight. This was so much fun.
Thank you, everyone that joined us. We
Thank
will
you,
be
everyone that
seeing more
joined
of
us. We
us.
will buzz. Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Love
Thank
you
you.
guys.
Love you,
Thank you. Love you,
Alicia.
Alicia. Love you too, Sassy. See you
All right.
soon.
See you guys soon. Stay
See you guys soon.
sassy.
Stay sassy.
Yes.
Yes.